Welcome back, everyone. Today we want to apply the 10x method of legendary Grant Cardone to your business, to this year 2025, and how you can apply it to this digital world, this world where we're mainly on our phones and on Zoom calls, etc. So let's do this. Let's apply the method of the master himself. That was my mentor, where I had the honor of working with and learning from and paying a ton of money to be on a call with him and to be coached by him. And I will pass this today. You don't have to pay $20,000 for half an hour call with him like I did. You just get this for free to the comfort of your home. How cool is that? So I shared a full masterclass about this in the Sprint Club. So let's go to the Sprint Club so I can share this with you right now. If you're not in the Sprint Club, why not? Let's come in, because all these beautiful tools and masterclasses are there for you guys, so that you can accelerate your sales and you can create more time freedom, not get paid for your time, but get paid for your expertise, which is 10 times more fun. Now, pun intended. Now, let's go to Grant Cardone's masterclass. We go here to Victory Marketing Sales. We hit sales and find his masterclass. Now, if you don't know how to access the Sprint Club, you go to strategysprints.com and then you go here, try 7 days free. You see all our masterclasses and our amazing teachers and our clients, and you hit 7 days free and you can find out if this accelerates sales and accelerates income for you. If it does not after 7 days, well, you at least try it and you get out with no risk and no payments. Now, is your sales team hitting a wall in 2025? Come on, yes, every sales team is hitting a wall, some form of wall. Either we need more calls to close deals, or the buyer is very cautious and negotiating prices much harder than usual because they're afraid of possible stagflations, recessions in their countries or in their clients' countries. So it's hard to sell in 2025. We have to adapt a few things. And usually in these weekly videos, I share with you ways to adapt to the current situation. This time we stand on the shoulders of the giant Grant Cardone. And here's how to apply his method. The first one, he's very famous for this 10x method, right? Let's see how this applies to your life right now. I had a call with Grant Cardone last year. I paid $20,000 for half an hour. I call him on the phone and he says, "Simon, what are we working on today?" I tell him my sales process and how I want to break through the bottleneck that was in front of me in that given month. He listens to it and says, "Can you 10x that?" I go, "No, I cannot 10x that. This is the problem. This is what I need to solve. How would I 10x that?" And it says, "No, sit with this. Go deeper, Simon. I want you to work harder on this question. How could you 10x that?" I have no idea. I think harder. And then something from left field comes in and I go, wait a moment. What if I do this instead? Which was more of a platform solution, right? Instead of solving that problem that was in front of me, I had a tangential idea, which was, what if I create teams that do that? And he goes, now you have 10x'd. And then I realized, and by the way, that's why it's just 30 minutes a call with him, because it doesn't take longer for that insight. The rest you have to go and implement, right? But it's worth paying $20,000 if you solve a problem that's worth $100,000 for you. And that was the case for me. So it was an amazing coaching call. I implemented. Now, why 10x and what is the 10x mindset? It's not about overwhelming yourself. It's really about breaking the pattern. And Albert Einstein would agree that if you think about the problem in this way, you will not come up with a different solution. If you want to come up with a different solution, you have to change the way you approach the problem. And this is what 10x does, because usually we think in incremental. So I have a problem in front of me. How do I solve this? But if you step 3 steps back, then you see the bigger picture. And sometimes you go, oh, wait a moment. I'm thinking about this hill. I can go to that other hill and come back from that side. And when do you see the hills? When you step back. And what happens when you ask the 10x questions? You zoom out, immediately look at the whole landscape, and now you see 5 hills, and now you have 5 options. That's the point of asking 10x. Ask yourself this question. He gave me many more questions, but this was a really good question that I wanted to share with you. Let's continue sharing with you the masterclass that's in the Sprint Club. So the next thing was that he really urges every client, and he urged me to have a multi-channel campaign. So Simon, you send them an email, and in the same 2 minutes, you call them, and in the next 2 minutes, you send them a LinkedIn message. And he has this multi-channel approach, and it's very, very wise. Let's think about it. 2025, AI is making it easy for everybody to be swamped with low value information. Everybody gets pitched. How do you stand out? You stand out if in the same 2 minutes you call them, send them an email, and send them a LinkedIn voice note. Now, I'm already bringing this to our digital era. If you do these 3 things at once, they know, oh, it's a human. That's not an AI. That's an actual human. They did the work of finding me. They did the work of researching my phone number. They're calling me. They're trying to tell me something. Maybe it's relevant. Maybe I give them 20 seconds. All right, you have 20 seconds. Boom, you landed the conversation. This is how you work it. This is the principles that Grant told us, and this is how we can apply them. We use Lemlist right now to run those campaigns. So in Lemlist, I create once the A/B test, and then it runs it, email, LinkedIn, and at some point it says, ding, call them. And then either Michelle or Lou or Simon, we call them after they have signaled positive interest. So you create your Dream 100 list, you run your campaigns via, for example, Lemlist or Apollo or something else. We like Lemlist better. We can do a full video about Lemlist. Let me know in the comment if you need a campaigns video, a Lemlist video. And then this multi-campaign goes out there, and it does email, LinkedIn voice note with my voice. We have programmed it that way. Congrats, Team Lemlist. They did this with us. And then it says, hey, it's Simon. I'm the founder of Strategy Sprints. This is how I can help you. This is what's coming for you. And this is how we can make sure that you are ready to crush it. If you want to talk, this is my calendar. And then if they hit it, then I take over. But so far, it was software and AI. So this is how you transpose these learnings from the giant Grant Cardone into your business. First of all, don't solve the problem by thinking about the problem. Solve the problem by thinking around it. How do you help yourself? Elevate your perspective by asking 10x. Ask yourself this 10x question, and then you will be forced to think around the problem, which makes you see more and probably solve it in a better way. Then you go and execute. Second thing is multi-channel. Stand out from the world of AI by being a human being. And so the first part is done by software and AI. Second part is you. And you do multiple channels at once, so they know, oh, somebody's actually really, really interested in talking to me. Maybe I give them a chance. Maybe I give them 20 seconds. The other things, this video is getting too long. The other things that I shared in the Sprint Club, you can go and check in the Sprint Club. How do you find the Sprint Club? You go to strategysprints.com and then you hit try 7 days for free. There are multiple chances to do this, and you can actually try this for free. What happens if you have a sprint coach versus if you don't have a sprint coach? Without it, you are losing deals to your competition. With him, you are winning the deals. That's the main difference. So you decide. And if you want to try it out just before deciding, see if this fits you and if the right thing, hit 7 days free. And then you can enter your personal accelerator. Have me on your phone. That means I can be your Jarvis. You are Iron Man. I am your Jarvis. We do power hours, which is a powerful way of doing referrals to each other, 3 referrals each. We work on our own revenue systems. That means we improve the offer, the marketing systems, the sales systems, the incomes, and also compounding systems that, compound your wealth and your income. Now, this video is getting very long. So the next thing that I want to share with you is some critical sales statistics. People, especially young people, they don't want to hop on a call anymore. They want to watch videos. That's why you should do videos. They want to read your website. They want to come back the next day, watch another 3-4 videos, and then they will decide on their own. Before they even hop on a call, they have probably already decided if they want to work with you. Because this is the case, I have built for these 215 sprinters that are in here, I have built quests. One of those quests is how you crush it with video, how you crush it on YouTube. If you want to do the quests, I recommend you start with the messaging quest right here. And then you scroll down to the YouTube challenge, because video, that's exactly the sales trend 2025. The buyers, they watch videos, they inform themselves on the website, read the FAQ, and then decide. They don't want to hop on a call like me and the old guys. They read more, watch more, and then they decide at their own pace. Hope this helps. See you in the Sprint Club. Keep rolling, everyone. I hope you crush your sales targets.